Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today in the Castlevania DLC for Dead by Daylight, going for the Honor the Bloodline achievement. This one is going to be done from the survivor side. It is to read a killer's aura for a total of 60 seconds in a single game. Now, this one can be done with any survivor through a myriad of different perks, so technically no purchase necessary for this one. However, if you do happen to have the Dungeons and Dragons DLC, Astri is going to come equipped with a perk that's going to make this achievement a breeze, and that's going to be called Still Sight. So make sure you run that if you have it, and then make sure you hop into a game. So the way that still sight is going to work is basically if you stand still for 5 seconds, you're going to have the ability to read the aura of anything useful next to you, and that's going to include the killer. It is going to have a range, so you do have to stay within a reasonable distance from the killer, but if they happen to be nearby, all you have to do is just make sure you stand completely still, and you should be able to read their aura the whole time, and then your goal is to just let this run for 60 seconds. Now, thankfully, it does not need to be a contiguous 60 seconds, so if the killer happens to step out of range or you happen to move your character out of a sense of threat, you can get back into standing still to activate the perk again, and then just read the killer's aura a separate time, and that should also add to the achievement. Now, the 60 seconds does have to be done in the same game, though, so make sure you do keep that in mind. You can't split this across multiple games and have that count. Nonetheless, make sure you try to move around once the crows start to show up. Standing still is obviously going to give you the idle penalty, so make sure you try to avoid that, which will definitely cause the killer to move in on your position. More likely than not, you're going to basically stand on the fringes of your buddies getting attacked by the killer. Make sure you try to stand still and then get those aura reads off, and then make sure you just kind of dance around the border, keeping the killer in range, and your 60 seconds should come eventually. So just make sure you try to play passively, and make sure you are being very careful when standing absolutely still like this. So once you do get enough time banked up, you should be good for the achievement. It's going to be right here after you get those 60 seconds in. 20 gamer score for this one, and that's all there is to it.